Welcome back to Wedlocked and Loaded.
Wedlocked and loaded.
You women.
Do not lump us all in one category.
So you girls, and lie and stretch the truth
You
and try
girls,
to get us jammed up.
First of all, I'm a whole ass woman, right? Think about
No
that.
disrespect.
Sounds like it to me. So why can't y'all? What is it with men that they just can't walk away?
Depends how good it is. You don't want to give that away. Welcome to another edition of Wedlocked and Loaded. I am Daniel Laurent.
I am Leah Black.
Really? It's important. So,
AKA Leah Nicole. That makes
don't
you
make
feel
me
better?
feel better, but continuity is important.
I mean,
Like the images, the flyer, the
I understand.
page.
I understand.
You can't just. What are we doing?
But we never discussed how we wanted to be introduced. I just said my name was Leah the last time.
But I thought. Hey guys, so again, we want to always thank everyone for the listens and the downloads and the shares and the likes. We appreciate, we hear you, we appreciate everything that you are saying, contributing. We're getting some questions. We'll start discussing those, as the shows come out. We may do one today if we have time. But yeah. So anyway, last episode I talked a little bit and stepped on Leah's story, and so it didn't allow her to actually do her topic. So we wanted to just kind of start off with having her do her topic, and then we'll get into the other piece. So do you remember what it is?
So yeah, last episode we talked about expectations in a marriage. And, my topic was loving your partner. Like, what does that mean?
Share lonely hours and moments of despair to be loved, to be loved. Whoa, what a feeling to be.
Like, is love love the way you love your partner? Like, is that a universal thing? Like, do you love each person the same way? Each person that you've been in a relationship with the same way?
It depends how good it is.
So we're not talking about sex. We're talking about like love.
I don't know. I mean, how do you measure love? How do you define, someone you dated in 10th grade? I mean, do you feel like you love them? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you compare that with someone who you date when you're in college?
So I guess my question is, right? Do you love your partner the way they need to be loved, or do you love them the way you need to be loved?
I don't know.
And how should you? How should you love them? Should you love them your way or the way that they need?
I think unless there's a higher level of understanding of yourself, I think you love the way you were shown and observed. So,
but is that fitting to every? Like, is that fitting to?
But again,
everyone?
it depends on when you get to your, like, it's not a one size fits all thing. Pun intended for the first show.
Mm-hmm.
Like, being intimate with one person, that way that you're intimate with that person is not going to necessarily please the next person.
No, because the strokes ain't the same for folks.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't need...
Oh, I'm sorry. But again, like, we're not necessarily talking about intimacy.
I
know I can see your comparison.
So no one told you to lean into...
I'm just saying,
different
strokes for different folks.
Again,
you know what I'm saying?
I was perfectly fine with keeping it very vanilla.
I'll stop my Diddyisms.
So, I think if you, if the way you were shown how to, like, so as a guy, like, if I was shown to, make sure I hold the door open and I do certain things in chivalry and, Valentine's Day, buy flowers and chocolate, and, on birthdays you go and, buy a piece of jewelry, or, even when having an argument, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I got to be the more aggressive voice, and I got to raise my voice because it's important for me to show my machismo. If that's what I was shown, then I'm just going to do those things. And then I guess your feelings get involved and your heart does what it does. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know if you're actively looking at like, I'm loving her the way she needs to be loved.
So I can ask you, since we've done this a few times. We've read the 5 Love Language book, right? And
great book, by the way. Gary Chapman. That's the name, right?
Possibly, yeah, because it reminds me of Tracy Chapman. So we both read the 5 Love Languages. And with that said, do you feel as though that book helped you understand the way you need to be loved or desire to be loved? And also understand the way that I need to be loved. Did that help you in any way?
It did.
How?
You know, first I feel that you have to be open to the concept of that book in itself. You have to be open to this 5 love languages. You know, you talk to different people, you know, and they'll say, well, there's more than 5 and this, that, and the third. And yes, I feel like there's variations of those 5, but I feel like those 5 are like the foundation, right? And it's up for debate. People can give opinions on that. Doesn't really, whatever, right? But I believed in the principle of it, and the idea of it. So I went into it with that. And I think whoever recommended the book, I forgot who recommended that.
Oh, it was some good friends of ours, mine in particular. But...
A and B?
Yeah.
Okay, so they recommended the book, and they also said that we need to read it together, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, because I feel like a book like that, one person can't read and then tell the other person about it, and then the other person read it on their own time. You have to read it together. So, reading that, and then when we read it together, for me, it was like a light bulb moment of like, oh. And so, for example, you know, the 5 love languages, quality time, physical touch, gifts, acts of service, and words of affirmation. So, if you are a person where you are with someone who you think their love language is words of affirmation, but it's really gifts, and you never get them anything, and you never even make them anything, and it's just constant talk, and lip service, they may not respond well. You know what I'm saying? If your person is quality time, and you are constantly showering them with gifts, but you're never around, it's literally going to manifest in a different way and not get you the results that you want. So I think reading that together, you understand differently. And, you know, I think the love languages change too.
Yes, they absolutely,
you know what I'm saying? And
over time.
then you could be hybrids. You know, I think guys, what we learned in the seminar thing that we went to, guys are typically words of affirmation. And I was words of affirmation.
Heavy.
Flag on the play.
Leah, again, yeah.
Babe, I'm just saying, you was definitely heavy on the words of affirmation, and it's okay.
You are right, but I don't need to take that. Take that. Like,
oh, okay.
Jesus, like what's
I'm
going on?
calling the Lord.
No, I need Him.
You do.
My God. Okay, so you just can't help. So this is.
I'm asking you.
You're Khaled.
Another one.
All right.
Okay, sorry.
That's
I'll be quiet.
no. That's just what it's gonna be. That's fine.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think that reading that book was very, very enlightening, and it at least opened the door for me to understand my partner a little better.
I think understanding yourself, though, too, right? And I think it gave us a chance to actually somewhat understand each other a little bit more. You know, and in terms of, like, you know, your love language being words of affirmation, you know, for me, I felt like, you know, I definitely, like, would give you praise when it was necessary. But but I didn't do it as often as I possibly could have. And I think once I understood that, I made a lot of effort, and I was more intentional with giving you those words of affirmation.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't remember.
Oh. You don't remember this that happened maybe 7 years ago, but you can remember vividly what happened over 20 years ago.
Because, like, when your heart's broken, it's broken.
Your heart wasn't broken, but we're
Leah,
not even gonna go there.
I don't want to revisit, but you broke it.
Dude, you broke up with me. How did I break your heart?
That one doesn't cancel out the other.
But there should be no heartstrings there if we are not together as boyfriend
And you
and
broke
girlfriend.
it. You broke it when we were boyfriend and girlfriend.
When? Forget it. Don't even answer that.
I'm just saying.
Don't even do it.
You have to,
Don't do it.
like, part of closure is admitting.
I'm just,
You admit that
we've rehashed a lot of
admit that
things.
you're wrong, and you were wrong, and you were a savage. You were Rihanna prior to her knockup.
Didn't they tell you that I was a savage?
Right? Rihanna was a man-eater and a savage. And so, once you admit to that, then it helps.
I'm not going to allow you to call my girl Riri no names.
She is.
And I'm not going to allow you to refer to me as such either.
Well, either way.
Okay.
It's semantics.
Okay.
We could talk about it a different day.
All right.
So, speaking of your girl Riri, right?
Yeah.
So a few weeks ago, I think it came out that she was, her and A$AP Rocky are expecting. And it made me think, because definitely there's memes and stuff about, like, Drake and Chris Brown and feeling a certain way and this, that, and the third, and Drake unfollowed them and blah, blah, blah.
I'm just saying you could do better.
And so as a guy, I'm like, yo, because I definitely, and I feel like women will never understand, right?
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
Ice is distracting.
No more.
It's like
Ice is delicious.
So, if it's somebody that you were involved with, either you feel like they were the one, or you were really involved with them and you felt really strongly about them, and it ended however it ended, and then you find out that they're getting married, or you find out that they're pregnant, you could feel a way, like, man, no. And it's not a matter of like, damn, that should be mine, but it's just like, damn.
Life goes on.
And I think guys in our heads sometimes are like, yo.
Y'all
like,
always think y'all got another chance to come back.
Sometimes.
No, most of the time.
And I don't know about most, but sometimes.
Y'all,
and so for me, I feel like, because I told you, like, if we, we use the splits, like, I definitely,
ain't no get back.
No, there's definitely get back.
Ain't no get back or get none.
No, definitely.
No.
Once you have, like, no.
See, this is, no.
It absolutely is an open door policy. Until we both, as adults, decide that there's not going to be any more.
We don't both have to agree with that.
Well, so that's the difference.
Just because one person wants it does not mean that is what is going to happen.
So you would be okay with just being out in the streets and roaming the town and susceptible to the elements of the cold hard streets versus being held over by somebody that you at least know and are comfortable with?
I got plenty of USB cords and AAA batteries.
All right. So back to
no.
Back to.
I'm not worried about being out in the streets.
Back to A$AP Rocky and Rihanna. You're such, yeah.
Go ahead, finish.
You have to be a lady.
I am 100%.
You
just basically asked me if I was willing to be a smut bucket.
I didn't say bucket.
Because I wouldn't let you come back if we were no longer. And I'm saying I'm not worried about being elements of the street. I'm not gonna be on the street walking the town looking for somebody to, you know what I'm saying, me down.
Nothing replaces flesh.
Bullshit.
All right. Well, it's not a matter of you being roaming the town. It's just a matter of like things can't replace people. So that's my stance, and then that's that.
And that's fine, right? And so like, you know, if you're talking about getting needs met versus companionship, not the same thing. And so if I need my needs met and I don't have, you know, a partner to do so, then there are materials out there that will allow me to be fulfilled.
Period, sis.
Like,
hey, you know, I'm not plugging nobody's stuff until we get some sponsors.
I'm not plugging nobody's stuff either until.
Well, I mean, nobody. Let's talk about it. Because the only thing you supposed to be.
So
plugging,
anyway, the next topic on the thing was
on the agenda.
Yeah. So there was a situation. Well, it's not really a topic. So this is a story.
Oh.
We'll share these.
Story time.
Well, yeah.
We will. What are we talking about?
So I'm curious to get people's opinion on this, right? Because there was a situation that happened where it was a pajama party, right? And I went with a friend of mine, male friend of mine, and we went
pajama party at a hotel. It was public. I showed some interest in going.
Leah, don't step all over my. You literally stepping on.
Okay, because I'm just saying, I want you to put it all out there. If we're gonna.
I didn't even get to that yet.
Okay, get there then.
All right, it was a pajama party. It was at a hotel. Radio station was like sponsoring it, whatever, and Foxy Brown was gonna be there and like other artists. And so I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna go. So I told Leah about it, and Leah was like, oh, well, you know, I'm thinking about going, and you know, I'll reach out to one of my friends, something like that. I don't know. I was like, no, you're not going, because in my mind, it's like, yo, like a pajama party, you're not wearing, you know, jeans and Jordans, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are gonna be wearing some lingerie, people are gonna be wearing onesies, people are gonna maybe be wearing teddies, I don't know. And I don't know I don't know what the ratio of guys and girls are gonna be. And so, you know, for guys that go to the hip hop shows, you know what I'm saying? Like,
here we go with the double standards, though.
It's not double standards. At a hip hop show, you know what I'm saying? There's like 4 girls, and they're walking around, and even if they're not like great looking and very attractive, like they are fresh meat after you just ran a marathon. So I am just not interested.
After you run a marathon, you're gonna be tired. But anyway.
No, you want to eat. You know, you want to eat and you want to drink. So I just wasn't interested in having my old lady be at a hotel at 2 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Looking like some fresh. You know what I mean?
But your wife is supposed to be okay with you going to a hotel party.
I'm not strutting around. I didn't have no silk pajamas.
Single friends.
He wasn't single at the time.
He definitely was.
He wasn't technically married, but he wasn't single.
Single. If he ain't married, he's single.
Leah, don't talk in legal terms.
That's what we doing though.
No,
that's
not
just
true.
What it is.
That's not. We're not talking benefits.
Listen.
We're talking if you either you're single.
Listen, we're not even going there. We're not even going there.
Anyway, so I go. You know, Leah's
the condition was, and we can call it an expectation, right? And this was a spoken expectation. You will not stay the night.
And I got that. And so I agreed to it. Right? So I think with the ticket, I don't remember if with the ticket it came over.
What time you got home?
Oh my God, stop stepping all over my...
Step on my brand new white Air Jordans that I just bought.
Because I just feel like you're running like...
I'm not. I'm saying that with the ticket, I think the ticket included the room.
No,
I think.
it did not.
I think so.
It did not.
I remember being in a room.
Because your single friend rented a room.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
We could verify that later.
We ain't gotta verify it. The ticket damn sure didn't come from the room.
So we so I got home probably.
The sun was already up.
Probably like 4:46.
The sun was up.
It might have been like 4:46 a.m.
The birds were tweeting and the sun was up.
Well, birds tweet earlier nowadays.
The birds were tweeting and the sun was up.
And it actually might have been like 4:19.
No, it wasn't. It was well after 5 o'clock. Almost 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that's a stretch.
Definitely is not.
You're stretching that really
long. No, it was well after 5 a.m.
So I get home, and in my mind, I'm honoring that agreement of not staying the night because I did not stay the night. I did not lay down and go to sleep and put the covers up to my chin. I didn't.
Some folks sleep standing up.
I didn't lay with nothing soft and warm. You know what I mean? I came home. It was like an hour. It was like an hour away, maybe like 50 minutes or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I upheld my end of the bargain. Not so much.
Because you want to play semantics.
That's not semantics, though.
You can't stay the night. Well, I didn't technically go to sleep. Sound like semantics to me.
No, but so the question is to those out there, like how, you know, is it semantics on the part of the person that is coming home, or is it semantics on the part of the person that said it?
It's semantics on the part of the person that's coming home because the very clear verbiage was, you cannot spend the night.
And I didn't.
Because for you didn't go to sleep. But at the same time, understand that this is also the same party that you, quote unquote, forbade me to come to.
Forbid. I think it's forbid. I don't know if it's forbade.
Okay.
Forbade sounds... You gonna look it up?
That's fine. But whatever it is...
Don't look it up.
Whatever it is. I mean, you wanna correct me, so let's get the correcting.
Alright, well, either way, I came home, you know what I'm saying? I didn't smell, you know, like everything was good. Nothing, you know, I didn't do nothing with my fingers. I didn't, like, I was a good boy.
You wasn't, because you did not. You stayed the night.
What do you mean I wasn't, Leah? See? Forbid.
Past tense. Forbade.
I never heard forbade.
I don't care. It's there.
You freestyled that. You didn't know that.
I definitely did not, but whatever.
You heard forbade before?
Come on. Here we go again.
Yeah, but you stepped all over mine, so I'm stepping over yours.
I'm not even talking. I'm just trying to get you back on point.
Thank you so much, baby.
You're very welcome,
I appreciate
darling.
it.
I'm so glad you do.
But the point is, like, I did what I was supposed to.
No, you didn't.
All right. So this was something that caused some issues, and then Leah, being in true fashion, decided to go out with a friend.
So don't do that, because now you're making it seem like it was like a tit for tat.
It definitely was tit for tat. I remember saying tit for tat that night.
It was
the
not
next
a tit
day.
for tat.
So Leah goes out. She goes to a friend's birthday party on a boat.
Yeah.
Right. Shout out to her. So typical, we're in Boston. We're not in New York. We're not in Atlanta. So things shut down 2 o'clock. Right. So I'm expecting Leah to be home 2:30, 2:45, 3 o'clock maybe. And at this time, it's changed since then. But at this time, I didn't go to sleep until Leah got in the house. And not because I'm wide awake, but I literally could not sleep until she got in the house. So I'm waiting for her to come home, not calling and checking on her or whatever. I'm just waiting for her to come home. I think she sends me a text message or something like that. Like, you know, they extended the boat and, you know, I'll be home at 5. If you've ever
partied with West Indians, then you would understand.
Bullet up selector. Bullet up selector.
So, of course, this happens after mine. So, how convenient.
Call it what you want. I was still in communication with you.
Leah.
Even though I was not happy with you. I was still in communication with you, keeping you abreast of what was going on.
Yeah, plenty of breasts. You definitely talk about like convenience. You know what I'm saying?
Call it what you want.
Anyway,
I'm
so
gonna call it the truth.
so my point is, that caused some stuff. I definitely felt like it was tit for tat. Back in those times, I definitely like I was the biggest one of like going not speaking for like, you know, like days even. Which is not good, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Leah ended up adapting that type of thing, and she started doing it.
You wanted to measure the level of petty. That's what you was trying to do.
I wasn't trying to measure anything. I just didn't want to talk to you. I had nothing to say.
And know that there was nothing to be said by me either.
Yeah, but you would get really bothered when I wouldn't speak.
I don't know why you think so.
On Moreland Street, you definitely did.
Oh my God.
I can't say streets. Why can't I say? What is wrong with saying streets?
Listen, because I don't need this. I don't like.
You don't need this. Oh my God.
Like, come on, dog. But I definitely wasn't bothered. Here's why I'm gonna say this, right? I'm an only child. I have.
What does that have to do with
I'm
the
an
price?
only child.
Yeah.
Whose parent that raised her, is hard of hearing. So I can absolutely not talk to folks and not be bothered by it.
But you also like to run your mouth, and you's always on the phone, and you got
just
pictures
because I was
even on the phone.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
You need to talk, or you'll go
I don't
crazy.
need to talk.
Yeah,
I can absolutely sit in silence. And again, if I needed to talk to somebody and I was choosing not to talk to you because we was on our petty shit, then I had other people that I could talk to.
Leah, you did this on the last show.
Babe, I'm not even talking about other males. I'm saying I have
Yeah, well,
friends.
liquor licenses are real too, so I don't care if it's a girl.
So come on.
I don't care.
Come on.
Girls like to throw that, and let's be clear to people on the thing.
I'm gonna need
that
you to stop.
That does not matter when you're using that as a it doesn't. You know, I'm not with a guy. I'm with my girlfriends. Like that shit don't count.
And the same can go the other way.
Well, I mean, it's
it can. It can, and for some it does. Cat got the tongue? It ain't my cat.
All right, you're out of control.
Did you finish or is you done?
You're out of control. Enough is enough.
Hey, listen. I'm just saying.
So, you got your point. I wanted to make sure that because this show is dedicated to making sure that you got your point from the last one.
Okay, so this was just a additive to ensure that I was able to.
Yeah, I wanted to give you the space to breathe and get your shit off, and you know what I'm saying.
Okay, well, cool. So yeah, that was my question. And again, we'd love to hear your feedback regarding this. And if you're unsure what that was, because we definitely talked around in circles.
Don't roll your eyes at me.
Because somebody likes to tell stories.
Sure.
The question is, you know, how do you love your partner? Do you love them the way that they need to be loved? Or do you love them the way that you need to be loved and know how to be loved?
Is that it?
Or know how to love, rather. Excuse me.
I'm confused.
Do you love your partner the way that they need to be loved? Or do you love them the way you know how to love? Or how you receive love?
You know what? This is like random, but my mind just connected it. What do you think about Jim Jones, what he said about his mother teaching him how to kiss?
What? Okay.
Did your mother teach you how to kiss?
She didn't.
Oh. Who taught you how to kiss?
You know, I'm self-taught at everything.
I did.
I'm self-taught with everything.
No, that's not true. Because once you stop giving me the granny kisses, I definitely, like, I trained
Baby.
you. I trained you well.
Baby.
No, for sure I did.
Baby.
That's a fact, Leah.
So.
I definitely.
Okay.
Like 100%. I trained you how to.
So what I'm not going to do is sit up here and say I was tonguing folks down, right? Because that's not necessarily the case. However, you did not train me.
I taught you.
You did not teach me either. Now, what happens typically is people have preferences on how they like things, right? And maybe you didn't, oh, no.
Go to bed. You're gross. Disturbed.
So I'm not gonna go there. But what I will say is that people, they have their preferences.
You were like, cause you had like lizard tongues.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Cause
I definitely didn't have a lizard tongue. That was actually you that had the lizard tongue.
No way. Facts.
But
no way.
But anyway.
No way, because that wasn't.
Hey, here's the thing. I definitely
said no one walking around.
I mean, yeah, because you see, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
That didn't come out right.
That false hope.
That didn't come out right.
You sprinkling the dust and giving out tongue.
No,
Yeah.
No.
That's what you're doing.
That's not.
Yeah.
That didn't come out right.
Yeah.
But I was not a lizard, for sure.
Listen.
So, but
kissing is something that is adaptive, right? Like, you can go with the flow of what's going on.
You remember your first kiss?
I do remember my first kiss.
Was it wet and nasty?
It was a little wet.
Yeah. Shout out to the people with the wet mouths, yo.
It was
and
a
like
little wet.
when like you kiss somebody and then like you separate.
That's disgusting. So now you don't have anything else to talk about. So on that note,
no way.
So now you're tired.
No, you separate and then
so
salivas.
Now you're being goofy. This is being deleted.
No, he's
Bad.
separating.
Bad.
It's like
no. What was you kissing, a camel?
It was just like.
That's disgusting.
It was down south.
Here we go, talking about how you kissing cousins and stuff.
Well, I dated but it's different. Like, culturally, it's different.
I mean, you stop.
And
we're gonna delete that last part.
And I And when I dated.
On that note, have a blessed night, everyone. We're locked and loaded. We out.
No, we have to say team.
So speak it.
No, you say it. Because I said it last time.
So team.
My God, Leah, can you say any more enthused?
Oh, no, this is what we're doing.
Oh, you know what? Final, it's so random. Pam and Tommy, for anyone that wants something good to watch. Pam and Tommy on Hulu. And for those out there that remember when that tape was circulating around. Jeez Louise, Papa Cheese.
Also, it's my understanding that P Valley's about to come back on.
All right, guys.
The paint.
Thank you so much.
And the paint. Come on, say team.
Yeah, team. Have a good night. This is dumb. All right, we'll see y'all next time.
WEDLocked and loaded.
I was trying to think of something fly to say.
Oh. That is fly.
You know,
nope.
don't be a lizard tongue.
Nope.
Make sure you.
No.
Damn.
How we can end this is, if you are dating or in a relationship, learn your partner's love language. Love them the way that they need to be loved. Understand how you need to be loved. Communicate that. And continue to love.
What is love? Oh, baby, don't hurt me.
Well, locked and loaded.